I know on this channel we just go as Brendan taught us, but I did queue up some videos for us to watch, and our first one just came out from American Redact. Brendan Schaub proves why everyone hates him. I haven't seen this yet, so it was posted like 3 days ago, so let's see.
Brendan Schaub is a horrible person, not only because he frequently lies or bullies his friends or scams his audience. Brendan Schaub is a despicable human being because of the way he conducts himself at his 9-year-old son's baseball games.
And you all said I go hard.
I went to the mound the other day. Again, he only gave up 2 hits. There's a big fat kid there, slow. I went, buddy, if this kid gets a hit off you, we're not pitching anymore. That's where I'm at. And that's also why his attitude's that way. Part of it, it's on me. I go, if this fat kid, slow fat kid gets a hit off you, this isn't for you.
That's a little bit...
What? Mean? It's sports. Tighten the f*** up. That's why I'm his dad. That's why he's an outlier, you know? You got to be ruthless. Yeah. Off the field, we're very nice to the kid. And that kid doesn't hear it.
Of course not.
But T knows.
So not only is Dad of the Year over here teaching his son to fat shame his opponents at the ripe age of 9 years old, but on top of that, if the fat kid ever does hit a run off of...
Hold up, playa. Didn't Brendan say, like, he's in his prime or something? Yeah, like, oh, Brendan thinks if you suck at baseball at 9 years old, you're gonna suck forever.
Son, then unfortunately, the son's gonna have to find a new sport. I just can't wait for the day Brendan finds out that the fat kids in Little League are some of the only ones who can absolutely skyrocket the ball out of the park.
Yeah. If he's a big, chunky, slow kid, and he gets a hit off you, oh, in other words, we got work to do.
If he's big, chunky kid, his bat speed's going to be a little slower, so let's
everything's slow
down the pipe.
Oh, light his, and also from the silence, go, light his ass up. And then T just looks at me.
You'll say that from the...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, baseball's no joke, huh? I mean,
no.
Light his ass up?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I get pretty hardcore.
You're kind of a baseball dad, huh?
Oh, to the fullest. Oh, but not one of the psychos though.
I don't sound like it.
No.
Light his ass up.
I just tell T to compete.
How old is that kid? 8, 9?
9.
So it seems that Brendan Schaub has some underlying resentment towards fat people. Perhaps it stems from when he was knocked out on live TV by a fat guy by the name of Roy Nelson at the beginning of his UFC career. Or maybe it's from when he challenged his fat friend and employee at the time, Chappelle Lacey, to a race not too long ago, lost the race, then pretended to tear both his hamstrings in order to save face. With the cherry on top being that Chappelle Lacey went on to become an extremely successful comedian. Whatever the case may be, at the end of the day, Brendan Schaub is transferring his toxic mentality to his son.
Like I was trying to explain to T, like he has whatever 4 practice week. We still have to hit outside that. I'm like, buddy, the games in practice are the bare minimum. Everyone's doing practice and games. It's the bare minimum. So whatever, let's say there's 10 million kids playing baseball. All of them are going to practice playing games. If you want to get to where the fuck you want to go, we're going to have to do way more than this.
Yeah.
You're not even remotely close.
Right.
This practice, we're talking about practice. All these idiots practice.
Yeah.
And just in case you need some context as to why Brendan Schaub is now an insane Little League parent, basically, after a lifetime of failing at everything he's tried in life, Brendan Schaub now lives vicariously through his 9-year-old son, who Brendan apparently thinks is the next up-and-coming MLB superstar, the next Yasiel Puig, if you will. And after quitting comedy over a year ago, his son's baseball career has absolutely consumed him.
Last summer, T didn't touch a baseball. He's never played baseball. He's never touched a fucking baseball bat. He goes, Dad, I want to play baseball. I want to make the team. So I look it up. I see tryouts. I go, Bud, tryouts is 2 months away. And these kids are probably pretty good. And he goes, okay, can you help me? I go, yep, I can help you. So remember, I canceled my Europe tour. I canceled everything. I go, Bud, here's the thing. I'm down to do this. If you commit for the summer, your buddies are going to be in summer camps. They're going to be at the ocean. Then we go on vacations. But if you want to play baseball, we're not doing any of that. I said, what we're going to do, you and I are going to train 5 to 6 days a week. And then you and I are going to work, dude. We're running sprints. You're waking up early. You're going to eat right. And we're going to get after it. I want you to out hustle all these fucking kids. I don't care if you fucking go 5 for 5, but if you have a bad attitude and you don't outwork everybody, then I'm upset.
So Brendan basically told this kid that he canceled his entire European tour and basically quit stand-up comedy in order to help him play baseball. So now the kid's under this immense amount of pressure to not only succeed, but to be a quote-unquote outlier. And when the child's doing well, Brendan's a happy, chill guy.
When Tiger has a good game, like dominates, dude, right? I've been in the UFC, NFL. Nothing is better. There's nothing else I'd rather do. There's nothing.
Yes.
There's absolutely nothing. Like when he's playing well and balling out, that's all I need, man.
But when he doesn't play well or ball out as expected, then Brendan will come stomping out to the pitcher's mound in the middle of the game to tell him that if this fat kid ever gets a hit off you, then you gotta rethink the whole baseball thing, kid. I mean, we all knew this was a bad guy, but I don't think anyone thought that it was on this level. It only makes you wonder what the other parents think of this mongoloid.
I can't help but feel that me and American Redact would get along so well. He literally sounds just like me and everything I say. Oh, that's why that person was like, she has no original takes. No, I haven't seen this yet. At least I don't think I have. And this sounds just like he gets it. He gets it. It's nice when people see what we see in Brendan. Someone left a comment on episode 88 and was like, a bunch of Brendan's boyfriends in the comments. I just don't see how thick boys cannot see Brendan for who he really is. I guess it's that whole thing of being self-aware, and they see themselves in Brendan, which is just so incredibly sad. If you're a thick boy and you made it this far, let me just say, there is still hope. Don't give up. It's never too late to change who you are. Change your hero. It's not too late for you. And we all believe in you. We don't hate you. So don't hate yourself.
He's probably shouting at his kid behind the fences like UFC coaches would at a fight. And the worst part is that he's proud of this behavior. As you'll see shortly, Brendan takes pride in having to stand far away from the other parents since he just can't stop himself from cussing out the umpire.
Made a royal mistake. All the baseball dads will know this. So I can't sit with like the rest of the parents right behind the batter's box there because I yell and I get pretty passionate about the game. So I always just chill over in left field where nobody can hear me because I don't sit there just because I yell or whatever. I get excited. I don't want Tiger to see me and put more pressure on him. Like I don't, there's enough going on with an 8-year-old. So I always like to get out of the shot. And then we were playing on a field where that was not really an option. So I had to sit there. Sure enough, your boy yelled out a cuss word. Super embarrassing. I was so embarrassing. Apologize to the other dads. And
because we all know moms never go to t-ball games. That's so weird, Brendan. But why did you say show enough? Can you just like, and sure enough? I think that really shows you need to genuinely think about what you're saying, but how words are pronounced, and just like your fight predictions. You get it wrong. Show enough. It just something about just the way you talk proves you're unlikable. Brendan, I'll give you credit where credit's due. You truly are an outlier in being completely pathetic.
Apologize to Tiger. Didn't help him,
What was the cuss word?
It was the F word.
Oh, come on, man.
I know.
You're better than that.
I know. I can't help it. The ref was really putting calls our way all day, and it was driving me nuts. And then there's one call, I just went, ah. And then my wife was like, oh my God. I was like, that's why I can't be around these parts. Like, that's why. And she's like, well, like, go over there then. I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to. So I'm like behind the fence now, like staring like this, you know, like the neighbor from Home Improvement. Made a mistake, embarrassed my son. Didn't mean to. I apologized to him. He got over it, hit a bomb the next time it was that bad. So I told him, I said, you know, I'm proud of you today. I go, I know I didn't help out, added stress to your life. You were able to put that to the side and hit a freaking yacker.
Brendan Schaub is a guy who turned quitting comedy into a publicity stunt, only to channel all that misplaced energy into screaming at Little League umpires and publicly humiliating his son. And let's not forget, he broadcasts this behavior like it's a badge of honor. In his mind, this is alpha dad behavior, but in reality, it's just pathetic. So at the end of the day, Brendan's not just a terrible comedian or a grifter in podcast form. He's also a grown man, projecting his own failures onto a child, while proudly alienating everyone around him in the process. And if that doesn't make him a horrible person, I don't know what does. Thank you for watching. If you made it this far, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down.
Everyone, give American Redact a follow. And sincerely, I would love to meet him in person. I feel like we would just really get along really well and just have a lot in common, you know? Just go to a bar, party, just do drugs all night, you know. What normal people usually do on a Wednesday night.